to Burger Barn. May I take your order? Choose whatever you want, minus an eating disorder.
Alright, can I have a large Coke and Frosty and a plain baked potato? Burger with fries and hold the tomatoes.
Are you sure that you want that? It's not very healthy. Might I suggest something better, in nutrition, more wealthy? Get rid of the fries and substitute apple slices. A more healthy treat, rich in fruit and cinnamon spices. And a large Coke and Frosty, not so much sugar, with the nutritional value of a discarded booger. And a plain baked potato, that's so much starch. Get a salad instead, so that you won't be parched. It's a good thing I'm here, because with an order like that, there's no doubt in my mind that you'd become fat. Your love handles would grow and your thunderous eyes would roar with delight for the meal that you have in store. I have a story for you that might change your mind on the types of foods that you send to your behind. Pull up to the window and I'll tell you there a tale of horror, obesity, and scare. On a fine afternoon, just like today, a portly man visited China Buffet. His appetite was one nobody could defeat, so he waddled towards his usual seat, with hash browns, donuts, bagels already put away.
"Here we go again,"
said his regular waitress with dismay. He gathers plates and plates of every kind of sugar, fat, and lard. Eyes popping, mouth watering, leaning over, breaking the sneeze guard. The family in the adjacent booth looked on with fright and shock as the blubbery man attacked cheesecake like a hawk. Cupcake catapults, french fries flying, turkey torpedoes. He says,
"Now I'll never fit into my summertime Speedo."
To lay down the law, the manager arrived.
"You can't make me leave. I paid $12.95.
As the staff began to predict a throwdown, the man's stomach then made a terrible sound.
Gazoom gargle.
Rumbled his large tummy.
I must still be hungry. And certainly that ain't funny.
"But sir, you're breaking our new leather boot. Just take them to go. The situation's too uncouth."
So he continued to eat 9,000 calories per day, untroubled by the stares that came his way. Children ran to their mothers, confused by his malady.
"A man is pregnant and having a baby!"
Daily his growing fear arose attention. No one needed to wonder why, how, or question. He loved his sweets, fried food, every meal. Didn't worry about the calories, it's no big deal. He even left some fries on top of his tummy, saved for later.
A sweet treat, yummy, yummy.
He lost sight of his feet, unlucky because he'd waddle and trip over even Peach Fuzz. He lost his focus upon seeing a friend, and in his attempt to get seventh, caused him to descend. The sound his slab made hitting the floor caused all of the teenagers to let out a roar.
They're laughing at me!
For no sillier sight was this man on his belly, with his arms spread before him shaking like jelly. He cried,
"Somebody help me up. I've got eating to do. Someone should lift me or I'm gonna fail."
Although nobody decided to come to his aid, his cries and complaints did not seem to fade. But then he noticed the food that had fallen, mounds of munchies with peppers of cayenne. Despite the amount of raging hot seasoning, the glutton again ate without even reasoning. Stuffing his face like it was his job, he continued to shove in gob after gob. Half-chewed salami dribbled down from his chin. To wash it all down with his tongue he lacked gin, which had spilled to the floor in the earthquake he'd made when he'd taken his tumble and end up splayed. As he licked his fingers with reckless abandon, vomit rose in the throats of those who were nearby standing. He let out a moan and his eyes they did bulge.
Perhaps next time I shouldn't overindulge.
By the way his epidermis rippled, it was clearly too late for second thoughts concerning the monstrosity he ate. His cheeks, they did swell to outrageous degrees. The skin would burst surely if he were to sneeze. And oh, sneeze he did, like the roar of a bear. And suddenly his body was all here and all there. The walls, they were plastered with victual and limb. And that, my good sir, is why you should stay slim.
Hi, Lon.
Gazum gurgle.
Rumble his large tummy.
I must still be hungry. It's
Breakdown.
What up?
That looks good. Let me